right, welcome to your division lesson today. We are going to review what we talked about yesterday, which was division with equal groups. So just a reminder about what division is. It is when we take a whole item or a group of items and then we split them or divide them into equal groups. So when you use division, you start with a bigger number and then you break it into smaller equal pieces. So for example, if we think about it as the opposite of multiplication, like subtraction was to addition, then we already know that because we know that 4 times 5 equals 20, then 20 divided by 4 equals 5, okay? And remember, we've started with the bigger number here, and then we've divided it into 4 equal groups, and then the answer is 5. So it's just the reverse of multiplication. When we divide, we use this symbol here, which is the division sign symbol. Whoa, I can't even talk now. And that's what we show division. And also important to remember that the word for answer for division is called the quotient. And that will be important as you continue on with your division work. So try and remember that. Okay, so yesterday we talked about equal groups, and I'm not going to make you guys sit here and do this again with me. So Kelly had 15 brownies and 3 pans. So let's just check. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, okay? So we have split up the 15 brownies into 3 different pans, and we've made sure that each pan has an equal amount of brownies on it. So each pan has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that one has 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one has 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one has 5. So we know that each pan has 5, which means that we have done it equally and gotten it correct. Okay? So 15 divided by 3 equals 5. Next, we had 12 counters, and we divided them into 4 groups. So there's 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, 4 groups, okay? And we have put them into 4 groups equally. So we should check 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So each one has 3 counters, which means that the answer for 12 divided by 4 is 3. Next up, we had 18, and we put 18 into 3 groups. So there's 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups. And let's just check and make sure that they're equal. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the second one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the third one. So we know that 18 divided by 3 is 6. Okay, now we have an unknown number of counters. I don't know if you can remember from yesterday, but we have 5 equal groups. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So if we have 15 and we are dividing that into 5 equal groups, in each group we had 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. So that means that 15 divided by 5 equals 3 because we're able to put 3 of the counters in each of the 5 groups. Okay? So here is your bonus review challenge today. If you really don't want to complete it, I'll be really sad because it should be pretty easy. But because this is just a review and it's practice for you, you do not have to complete it. But please try, okay? You only have these 2 pages. It's page 122 and 123 in your practice and homework book for Math Makes Sense. Most of you have this at home. If you do not, I will be sending this through to your parents so you have these pages which they can print off. Or you can just write the number 1 and write the answer on a piece of paper or in your book, okay? So you don't have to actually print them off. So what you're going to do is, for the first one, it says use counters. You don't have to use counters unless you just have some randomly at your home. but you need to find their group. So you're going to write a division sentence, okay? And a division sentence looks like this. So for number 1, you would put 12 divided by 3 equals, and then you need to actually work out what the answer is to complete your division sentence for me. So you can draw out things if you need to draw. You can make your page as messy as you want if you need to draw it out, okay? Or you can just draw it on a separate piece of paper. If you have a whiteboard, you can do it on your whiteboard at home. But then you just need to write the division sentence. For number 1, that's all you're doing is just writing the division sentence. You can draw things out if you need to, but you don't have to. For number 2, it says use counters again, make equal groups to divide. Again, if you do not know the answers, please use equal groups to help you. If you do, for example, know that 15 divided by 5 is 3, because you remember that 3 times 5 is 15, then you can just write down the answer, okay? So for number 2, you just need to write the answer. Number 1, the whole division sentence. Number 2, just the answer. For number 1 on page 123, you need to find the number of groups and then write a division sentence. So here it says make groups of 4. So you're going to circle 4 things, okay? 2 groups, 3 groups. And then you would write 12 divided by 4 equals 3 because you have 3 groups. Here you're making groups of 3, groups of 5, groups of 1, groups of 4, and then groups of 2. Remember, for this one, you have to circle them and then write the division sentence. So you could write it down here at the bottom where there's space, okay? Number 2 on page 123, it says it's basically you are solving some word problems. Ira has 12 plums. He gives 4 plums to each of his friends. You only have to write the answers for this one. But again, if you need to draw it out to help you get the answers, please do it. The extra bonus here is the stretch your thinking. And it says the answer is 20 divided by 4 equals 5. You need to come up with a word problem for that. So that is an extra bonus. You do not need to complete that part, but if you would like to, then I look forward to seeing it. And that's it. That's all for today. So once you have finished those 2 pages, please do them. But they are additional and bonus, okay? But you guys have been really good at math work, and even though I keep giving you these bonus challenges, you always rise to the occasion and get them done. So I'm hoping that you will do that today. But once you have finished, then you can play some Prodigy to keep practicing your math. I'm going to be putting up some division facts there for you as well as multiplication facts. So you might have to think of both. It might be a little bit tricky for you. So just take your time and really think of the answer and look to see if it's a multiplication question or if it's a division question, okay? If you finished all of your multiplication questions that I assigned on, what day was it? Monday, then you will probably just have division questions to do, okay? So that is all for today. I look forward to seeing your math. And maybe I'll even see some of you on Prodigy. I'm hoping to actually get it working, and so I can actually use some battles today. I couldn't get it working on Monday. So fingers crossed that I'll be able to do that today. And otherwise, I'll see you back here for another math lesson tomorrow.